Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. Go to our website, badmovienightpodcast.com, to watch our show and to listen to other episodes of our podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we are checking out the 1995 action movie, Gladiator Cop.
You, my friend, will find a man or die.
That trailer made it look so much better than it was.
That was a very epic trailer. I didn't quite understand.
The music, too. It sounded like Batman.
We'll find the man.
Or you will die. I thought it was a man. I was like, okay.
It sounds like a fortune cookie. You will find a man.
Gladiatorsonly.com.
Can you imagine if you got a fortune cookie and you opened it and it was like, you will find fortune or die? I'd be like, well, shit. I'm probably just gonna die, right? They don't. I don't think they're allowed to do that with fortune cookies. I think there's like a base level you have to hit of appropriateness, and if you do a weird one like that, you're probably gonna lose your job. Unless they're probably just written by AIs now, right?
Oh God.
Everything.
You can custom
AI
order
everything.
fortune cookies for your business.
Really? Can you
Yeah.
put the messages in?
Yeah.
I might have to do that. Bad Movie Night fortune cookies?
Oh my God.
Garbage day.
It's just quotes from bad movies?
That's pretty amazing.
It's got a proboscis.
This is going to be a weak-ass episode, guys.
It's going to be
us.
just fine.
It's just
going to be 12 minutes long.
The podcast is going way downhill recently. like the audio quality has tanked. People have left. We're dropping off left and right. AJ's like, yeah, I'll be on. And then 5 minutes before the show, he's like, I can't join because I didn't bother watching the movie. And this is where we're at.
Neither did I, but we're still going to talk about it.
I don't feel like you needed to watch the movie to be able to talk about this one.
No.
So
It's called Gladiator Cop.
And we are getting down to the nitty-gritty of the end of the year. You know, we got Silent Night, Deadly Night coming up next week, and then the following week is some sort of end-of-the-year wrap-up thing. I haven't even figured that out. The holidays, it's just all too much, frankly.
It's too much, Chris.
It's too much.
My
This year.
parents' car got totaled.
Whose car got
What?
totaled?
My parents.
Are they okay?
Yeah, they're fine.
Did they read it in the fortune cookie?
They did not.
That's the
Some
problem,
lady in a
Spiff.
minivan ran a red light.
Fucking minivans.
Just
what I'm
missed T-boning
saying.
them. They hit the front left.
That's
Wow,
fun.
and it
Spun
totaled
them
it?
around and everything, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
All the airbags went off, like all 17 of them.
Were they listening to You Spin Me Right Round, Baby, Right Round, like a record, baby?
No?
Maybe.
Oh,
But,
Wait,
probably
were they
not.
listening to this?
how embarrassing would that be? You're listening to that.
It's
And everybody, the emergency services show up and it won't stop playing. It's just like looping. You're like, no, make it stop.
It's a podcast.
I swear it's a podcast.
It's my
not
son's
some weird new
podcast.
pornography that my son invented. Yeah, I'm glad I did find that. That did actually make the year a little bit better for me.
Yeah.
We watched a lot of bad movies this year.
We watched a lot of bad movies this year. Whoa!
What is that?
What?
Someone's
Oh,
cell
that's
phone or
Aaron. Did
something.
you guys hear that? That was Aaron. He's turned into a robot. He was like,
My phone just said, watch live now. Bad movie night, Gladiator Cop.
I wonder if
go.
your phone is interfering
It's
with
interfering.
the podcast waves. That's science. So
could
it doesn't
be.
make sense.
Could be.
Technology. Lots of technology.
I have an access point over here not too far away, too. That'll
Oh, I
probably not
bet you
help.
have an access point over there.
Oh, yeah.
Cue the bumper.
See, it works.
See,
so
it
many
just
ways.
doesn't get old either.
Guys, I'm just gonna throw this out here now, and then we'll get started. We can talk pretty much at length because we only have 3 people on the show and we don't have much to talk about. But I did put a lot of effort into a game for today because I was super excited, and then AJ crushed all my dreams and hopes because he's not here.
Well, shit. Can he get back on to read the
No,
read
you
the
know
game
what?
questions?
No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it without him. We're just
Okay.
gonna move
Yeah.
on. We're gonna push through this little. We're in a valley right now. We're like in between the first and second waves of the coronavirus killing thousands of people a day. We're in that little valley down below, but we're gonna get back up at some point.
Like the
know?
coronavirus?
Like the coronavirus,
Gets knocked
we will
down, but it
continue-
gets up again?
We will continue on.
It's,
That's depressing.
Tub thumping
Tub.
podcast.
Is that the name of the album? By
It was the song.
I think it has something to do with that video
Chumbawamba?
clip you were playing
Chumbawamba.
earlier.
yes.
You
All right.
drink the lager drink and it's okay.
Let's move on. Spiv, would you perhaps perchance be able to do the honors of giving us a little premise?
Ooh, I'll try.
The Gladiator Cop?
In a world where museums are run by crooked underground fight ring guys,
I'm not really an archaeologist.
there's a sword that
Is that a
makes
sword in your pants? Oh, are you happy to see
whoever
me?
holds it invincible.
Does it though?
Kind of.
Okay.
As long as you can keep it in your
As long
hands.
as you hold on to it. And the cops are tracking them down.
Not really.
Gladiator Cop.
Lorenzo Lamas' hair.
God.
Which is
like-
actually
It's like, it sticks out like,
It was so 90s, early 90s.
yeah, it's weird.
look at that beautiful.
Look at that
flow.
thing.
It's luscious.
Locks of love is what I call those. Locks of love.
What's
We'll
on
get
his
into
shoulder?
We'll get into
What's
We
on
got a
his
lot to talk
tattoo?
about with Lorenzo. You know what I'm saying? Because he's in about 12% of this movie, so we got a lot to talk about.
And 3% of that is pointless sex scene.
Pointless, Spiv? I don't think there's ever a pointless sex scene.
If there was,
Do we
though, this
need the
was it.
bumper? I mean, do we need the bumper? Spiv?
They were getting clean from being in the desert for so long.
That's
Right.
true.
They needed a reason to have their B movie grade Jennifer Connelly character.
Oh, I could kind of see that.
kinda
yeah.
see that.
Yeah, I could kind of see that. We're gonna
Budget
get into
Connolly.
it, you know. But we have to do something first.
Which is?
Dive into Aaron's history hole and get a little context for the movie and the year it was released. And apparently,
we
he's going to
know-
do it in some weird, creepy, sexual, deviant voice.
Have we
Yes,
ever
I
watched a
am.
movie from 1995?
We always watch movies from 1995. All right, here we go.
For Aaron's history hole.
What was that?
Oh, his hair isn't even long on the
I was
cover.
getting into the corn. Oh, I heard
getting
Korn
into the
has a
Korn?
new album coming out soon or something. Are they working on one?
Oh, yeah?
Swords.
Yeah.
Two.
It's called Popped. Get it? Get it? Get it?
Ah.
Get it? Get it?
All right. All right.
You're the man now, dog.
Yes. Yes.
Gladiator Cop, a.k.a. the Swordsman. Duh.
Look at those rippling muscles.
Is that where all the flashback things were from? Swordsman?
Oh. We'll get into it.
Oh, you mean the
Okay.
Vaseline smeared peek into the history of the world?
So many flashbacks. They should just call this Flashback Man.
Watch out, James Hong's behind you, Aaron.
Gladiator Cop Flash.
Yes.
James Hong's
Yes.
behind you.
Yes, he is. I'm driving the car. I'm the limo driver.
Wow, that guy
For
has a
this
cell
episode.
phone. I like it. That's really good, Aaron.
I thought that'd be a good background.
Second steering wheel. That's good.
Ah, green screens are
Hang on to
amazing.
hang on to this for us. Do one of these.
I need a hat.
Oh, it looks great.
Oh, God. All right.
James Hong is not pleased with you being his driver right now.
No, look at his face. He's like, oh, not this guy again. God. All right,
Told them I
so
didn't want him.
I did not want that man. He's not the correct man for me. All right, he's all about men in this movie, too. It's
Well.
about finding that right man. which you need
I
to
don't
do in
blame
your
him there.
life. You got to find the right man.
Fell on the sword. Yeah.
He wants the man with the sword. All right, so released in August 8th of 1995, we have Gladiator Cop.
That's Laura's birthday.
She's born in
Get this for
1995.
her birthday.
It's birthday.
She wasn't born in 1995.
No.
Okay.
August 8th.
8-8. All right, so some other movies from that month were The Prophecy, The Tie That Binds,
Ooh.
Hackers.
Did you say Hackers?
Yes.
Oh, man, that's a fun movie.
Yes, it is.
Angelina Jolie's in that. Ah, it's a good time.
Yep. Canadian Bacon.
That's a great
Hey.
movie.
That's a
Great
great
movie. 7. What's in that Amazon box? And
Amy's getting
Showgirls.
really paranoid about our Amazon boxes.
Why?
She like, come out here, come look. And it's like a little bit of the tape is ripped.
Yeah.
She's like, they're looking through our boxes. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, it's like fucking like, what
As
did
long
you
as
get?
this shit shows up, I don't care.
Yeah, it was like a bath towel or bathroom curtain. I'm like, you fucking care about this?
I ordered stuff for Amazon for work from Amazon, and I got 3 of the same mouse, but I only ordered 1. And like this other thing I ordered, I didn't get, and then I got 2 of this other thing that I didn't order. They're so screwed up right now.
What
I'm
did
so
you get
busy.
that you didn't order?
Huh?
What'd
I
you get
got
that
some
you didn't
like I got some footrest thing.
Yeah, you look down like you're fucking using it, you son of a bitch. You
No,
should've
I
sent
was,
that
thinking, I was
back.
trying to picture it. I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm just testing it out.
I got this really comfortable footrest.
Yeah. Like, all right, whatever. I'll try it
Yeah,
out.
whatever.
No, I'm pretty good at returning those things. It's a free package. So we most recently covered 1995 with
Who knows?
Sleep
Marshall-
Stalker.
Sleep Stalker last week. I honestly didn't spend a ton of time on this history hole. This movie doesn't really need me to. But our director was Nick Rotundo, which is my nickname in high school.
And somehow still is to this day as well.
Yes. He has 2 director credits for this film and another film we'll talk about in a little bit. But he's mostly known for his work as an editor, because I'm pretty sure he just edited this film together from clips from other films. He was also in the sound department for Heavy Metal.
The animated Heavy Metal?
Yeah.
That's a strange movie.
It really is. He also was a writer for this film along with Paco Alvarez.
Paco.
Okay.
Paco Alvarez. Our
Wait, did
music.
were they involved in the first movie?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think
We
so.
Probably should have watched the first movie. It would have
Well,
made
we're gonna
so
we're
much
gonna talk
sense.
about that.
Okay.
Our music was by Alan Davies and Guy Zarafa. So we just heard some stuff from Guy Zarafa.
Are you
not
okay?
too long
Are you
ago.
having a stroke over there?
Yeah, I'm having a little.
You should
little
probably pull that
episode.
fucking limo over.
Yeah. Guy Zarafa is the guy who did the music for Redline. Hold on.
That was
What was
another
Redline? Did we
1995
watch
movie.
Redline?
Yeah, dude, Rucker Hauer. Russian movie.
That's Maximum Revenge.
Okay.
was
We're going to get to
Redline?
the music about this movie
Yes.
because I have major problems with the music in this movie.
We're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Yes.
No, we're not talking about the Dream Theater intro music. That was badass.
Yeah, that was
We'll get there.
awesome, dude. That whole intro sequence was
Yeah,
fucking
we're
amazing.
we're going to get to that.
Oh my god, it got me so on board last night. All right, moving on.
What were you boarding on to? Ew, Aaron.
Huh?
Nothing.
All right, so some
Yeah,
movies to
never
check
mind.
out. We have G2.
Daniel Bernhardt is the guy
discount
from
Nicolas Cage.
Future War, and that movie is fucking awesome.
Is it?
2,000
Yeah,
years
it's
have
about
passed.
dude. We should watch Future War. It's about people from
Oh,
the
yeah.
future sent back in
Oh,
time.
there's,
They
like,
have
flying kicks
dinosaurs,
going on back there.
and Daniel Bernhardt's in it, and he fights in a cardboard factory. And it's
Yes,
fucking
I remember.
awesome.
I remember you made the video about that. It's amazing.
Yeah, but
It
wouldn't
looked
that
amazing.
videos off the internet?
Yeah. So G2 from 1999. Listen closely. In a former life, Colin wielded the forceful sword of Alexander the Great. Now in 2003, his enemies are back and determined to seek the man who would be king and destroy him for all eternity. This is the remake of The Swordsman 2.
They remade the Swordsman
Yes.
too.
Nick Rotundo said, I gotta remake that film. This is the other film he
The
directed.
script was too good.
It was too good.
So
It
we're
deserved
watching this
another
next
movie.
week.
No. Then we have the original The Swordsman,
Oh, it is the same cover.
basically.
You're right, Paul.
The Swordsman. All right, you ready? From 1992. Cop, an accomplished fencer, Andrew, is assigned to protect archaeologist and museum curator Julie Wilkins, the only witness to the theft of the legendary Sword of Alexander the Great. Andrew has recurring dreams about two men having a sword fight. What is to be a
Who
historical
doesn't?
place.
I mean, am I right? Am I right, guys?
At the fencing club, he meets Stratos, initiator of a deadly swordplay competition, who seems to be the key to both Andrew's haunting visions and the loss of his sword. It's the same goddamn movie, but I think he's actually in it this time. I think this the one we watched is using clips from this movie, The Swordsman.
I bet it is.
Okay.
So that's where the 15% of Lamas comes from. Is
That's
from
why
this film.
Lamas isn't in that movie. I
Right.
figured he was too busy doing Renegade.
I think we got to check it out. Moving along.
I'm going to need some time before we check that.
Oh, next year. Moving on. Dead Space from 1991.
Yes. Now that, yes.
Yes,
so like a Polish
Fabon
cover.
had been thought to be a safe and controlled research facility until a distress signal calls for Commander Krager and his robot Tin Pan. Together, they try to save the planet from spreading a virus and an odd growing cocoon. This is a remake of Forbidden World, which we covered before from
yeah, we saw
1982. And this has Bryan Cranston in it, which should be fun.
I know what movie this is.
Yes, it looks pretty fun.
Let's do this. Mark Singer. I feel like that name is very familiar, but I can't place it.
We should definitely cover that. All right, and then we have, Chris, for you, some duty cops. Countermeasures. From 1998, U.S. Naval Medical Officer Jake Fuller is assigned to be a goodwill visit aboard a Russian submarine. We all live in a Russian submarine. But he and his companion, Lieutenant Swain, end up alone among terrorists who have taken over the submarine and threaten to fire its nuclear weapons, starring Michael Duty Cops.
Two things. You had me
Yes.
at Michael Doodley Cops.
Yes.
But two, does Erica Eleniak appear and jump out of a birthday cake?
Yes,
Does Steven Seagal go,
so does she, with her boobies.
oh. Okay, it's fair. That's a great movie, Under Siege.
Yes, Under Siege is
Is
amazing.
this did this come out at like the same time? Feels
No,
like
this is from 1998. Under Siege is much
Siege come out?
earlier. Like 92?
Just 91, 92.
Yeah, this is like on the end of that kind of action movie. 92. I could watch that again.
Countermeasures. Fred Olin Ray. He did something else we watched.
Do you know why Amy just
Oh, he's
interrupted
not a bunch
me?
of stuff. Wow.
She interrupted because she heard me say Siege, and she thought I was talking about Rainbow Six Siege because she's fucking addicted to Rainbow Six Siege. I apologize, Aaron, for ruining your history hole like this.
My hole has been ruined.
Droid Gunner.
It's not the first time. Are you good? Is that it?
Yep, I'm all done.
Droid
All right.
Gunner.
Droid
Yeah,
Gunner.
Spiv's researching. Aaron's totally zoned out driving that cab, and I have no idea what the fuck is going on. So let's
fuck.
move on.
Make-
Patreon. Join the Patreon. $2 a month and you get some stuff. Patreon.
Hey everyone, go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up for $2 a month. You get access to the weekly pre-show as well as other bonus podcasts and videos. Patreon.com/badmovienightshow. Okay. Gladiator Cop. Such a great name. What am I looking at there?
Oh, that's from the movie. There was a slow pan down that statue.
Oh, you're going to ruin the game. The game is this an ass or is it not? You're ruining the game with that image.
This is just how he feels about this podcast right now.
Yeah, he's like, oh, God.
Oh, God, not again.
So,
I told them I didn't want Aaron driving my car.
he's been in worse movies. Let's
Oh.
get that straight.
For sure. Some that weren't
Gladiator
fun.
Cop, though.
Yes.
This movie. Spiv, what did you think of the Gladiator Cops?
I could have used more Lamas.
Yeah, you were always
And
saying
then when he gets in the movie, in the fighting arena, I mean, I was expecting an arena movie, and it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't, which I didn't like. I wanted a sword fight arena movie.
Whoa, okay.
And there was too much boring stuff going on, and not enough sword fights. And then when Lamas does get into the sword fighting ring, is it really him? He's wearing a mask. You can't really tell it's him, and he looks really scrawny.
He does look really scrawny.
I don't think
he looks like Zorro. He's on the left-hand side there.
He looks really scrawny.
It does not look like Lamas. The hair is wrong.
You know, and I looked up his height and the height of the big guy that he fights. The big guy's 7'5".
The big guy's huge.
7'5", but he makes Lamas look like a little kid because he's so skinny and scrawny. Like I don't know that was him. I agree.
Yeah.
I think it was
maybe
somebody
he
else.
was filming Renegade.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not
a fan then, Spiv.
Not really a fan, no.
Okay. Aaron, what did you think of the Gladiators?
So I was worried because I've kind of grown sick of the whole arena movie where it's just the same thing over and over and over again. Just the
How dare you?
sword slapping.
Blasphemer.
Swords. It just gets boring. Where this, it didn't have it was broken up. It was spaced better, I think. Now the content between was not so interesting, but I think it was better paced from that standpoint of the sword fighting battles. I found it incredibly frustrating because nobody could keep a hold of their weapon. You have the greatest sword in the world, but you can't hold on to it, Butterfingers. Like, what the hell's going on here? You could tell this was done in the editing room. This movie was felt like it was made in the editing room. It had to be clips from other movies or something. It just seemed like good chunks of it.
Now that we know the
scenes
first
that weren't
movie.
Yeah.
I bet it's
overall,
mostly the first.
I wasn't bored. I watched this late last night. I didn't fall asleep. I was entertained. So it's better than I thought it was going to be.
That's true. I did watch the whole thing.
What the
was
fuck is
disappointed.
that? Trash
That's
can?
that's
it a
Amy.
ghost?
She's doing stuff in the bedroom. I was disappointed in this movie. It's okay. You just ruined the podcast. It's fine.
Sorry.
Aaron ruined it long before you ever did.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
yes.
Turning into a robot.
No, I enjoyed this, or I did not enjoy this movie. I was disappointed because, for one, there are so many fight sequences with characters that they don't introduce. They're just there to fight, and then one of them's killed, and it's like, why are we showing this? Because I don't even know who these people are.
And I have a question. The museum guy keeps making a lot of money in these bets.
Is he?
Well, it's implied. I mean, he throws like $100,000 in a bag down, and it's just all my money on this guy. But by the end, we know his guy's going to win, so the odds would be terrible, and he wouldn't really get any money back.
That's true. It starts out, I remember him saying, like, I won 16 grand. I'm like, 16 grand to kill a guy? It doesn't seem like that much money.
And he had to bet like 100.
Yeah. You had to pay the other guy to do it? And it's like, I don't know. This just doesn't seem like this is working. But I'd never been a part of a pyramid scheme, so it could be. I don't fucking know.
He had weird motivation.
Museum dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Museum
Just
dude,
really
Spiff.
odd that his whole thing is to go to Costa Rica or something? Like that's
He wants to sit on a beach and earn
Yeah.
20%.
He wants some money.
Is he have debt issues? Like they don't have there's no backstory
they don't
on
bother
him.
to show any of that stuff.
He needs
it's weird
backstory.
because they start out with him like he like is so obsessed with this sword. Some lady's giving like a tour of the museum, and he's the director of the museum. And then he starts like talking about the sword, and then he goes up to it, the case, and he's like, basically fucking the case of the sword. Like, what the hell are you doing, dude? It was so weird. Like, but his whole obsession for the sword was that he could use it with his dude to fight to make money. Even though he said how invaluable the sword is, why not like sell that for $1 million or something?
Exactly.
It's like all so stupid. All the storyline parts of this movie are dumb.
Really dumb.
If you're the boss of the museum, can't you just go and take the sword?
Well,
Well,
Spiff,
he's trying
he
to get
had
away with
an
it.
advanced security system.
And it would have worked.
Exactly. There's a laser and a camera. And then he resets the alarm clock to 12 o'clock, and it flashes, and you know what happens.
Next thing you know, all the dinosaurs get out. Chaos ensues.
White rabbit
then-
object.
And then you try and hack that computer, and it just goes,
You didn't say the
Say
magic word.
Yeah.
See, we needed some of that. That would have been more fun too.
Yeah, throw Dennis Nedry in here.
Although, I was kind of on board when they do introduce Lorenzo Lamas, and he like rubs a man's dead titty and gets like flashbacks into like whatever happened.
He does it so many times. Nobody notices. He goes to the morgue.
He goes to the morgue.
Nobody
3
else
times
think
in
it's
this
weird
movie.
that a cop can touch dead bodies and envision how they died?
Watch this. He totally rubbed that guy's dead titty. Like, how does that give you history lessons?
Oh, you don't know until you've tried it.
So his whole character is he is a cop who
Is he?
incidentally is apparently
Is he
dating
a cop? I guess
the museum.
He was a cop?
I don't know. He's the fucking Gladiator Cop, guys. That's what the movie's called. He has to be the Gladiator Cop.
I know, but they never showing him doing cop things.
or gladiator things.
He does some fencing, which he's not that great at.
Right, he stinks.
So,
He gets tagged like
not
5
so
times.
gladiator cop?
He is a cop. We're just gonna assume he's a Gladiator Cop. He's the cop who also is dating the museum curator, who happened to be, somehow related to this sword that gets stolen. But also he has psychic visions of the sword because he is Alexander the Great, or he's just psychic and can see how
They
people
do
died.
say-
I'm not
No.
sure.
He
They
is
say that
Alexander,
Alexander
the
the Great was big into reincarnation, and something about the sword and yada yada. He's Alexander the Great.
So it's just
Right.
it's just history, and I missed it.
Yes, Alexander the Great was a titty toucher who could envision how people died.
I need to get into.
That's why he was
as
so
Spiv-
great.
I need to do what Spiv said and get into reincarnation so that when I die, I can come back as Lorenzo Lamas and touch some dead man titties or something.
He'd at least get some epic hair.
Yeah.
Was it? Did you like the hair? I felt like
No.
it was thin and it wasn't really
it
working
was-
for me.
Well, it was kind of mullety, It was
Yeah, it felt
just
too
a
mullety.
short on the top. But
Yeah.
what's the tattoo on his shoulder there?
I don't know. Alexander the Great, I guess.
Is it a guy in like a knight helmet?
Oh, it's hard to tell.
Yeah. I didn't even get a good sense of like. This was the first Lorenzo Lamas movie we watched, and I couldn't even get a good sense of him because he's literally in like 10% of the movie, even though he's the main character.
Well, we've established that he's got good hair. He touches dead people's titties.
Oh, you're right.
He
throws
These are-
may or
around
may
the
not be a
morgue.
cop.
I love everything.
Is he
about him.
believable as a cop, though?
He doesn't do any. Well, none of the cops are believable as cops in this movie.
Right.
His partner guy gets captured like 18 times. Is not doing anything by procedure. He just trails the bad guy to his house and then walks in and tries to arrest him.
And there is very clearly an epidemic of like weird ass murders going on where people dress up in gimp suits and night costumes and get their heads cut off and shit like that, like every night of the week. You'd think they'd be able to track this stuff down.
They don't know when it's happening. It's like the whole thing we talked about last week. If you don't know where the special club is in the meatpacking facility, you don't know where it is.
Right?
That one guy literally had a gimp suit like mask on. Like that is his armor he's taking into this death fight.
And the zipper and everything.
Yeah.
What is that?
That was pretty interesting, though. All the choices people had for their outfits. Like there is
Dude.
nothing that was really good armor at all.
Dude,
Wouldn't you want to have some armor?
We have some really good looking fighters.
That guy's axe is so huge. That would weigh like 300 pounds.
Okay, this is the first problem with this film. Everybody's so goddamn close to the action.
Oh my
One
god.
little whiff and boom, your head's gone.
Yeah, there's people swinging swords and stuff who go right through there and just stab somebody.
Even in the later arena scenes where you have a fence, they're still jabbing swords and stuff at each other.
Well, in that sequence I just shown, that guy with the axe starts like smashing people's car headlights and shit. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Hey, that's my car, goddammit. He's got a giant axe. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
I'm
I,
sorry.
Are you going to tell the guy with the giant axe to stop it, Chris?
Yeah.
I guess not. I mean, what are you going to show up in Like, what outfit are you wearing?
Absolutely nothing.
Just come naked. That's the way
They're
to
going to
go.
be like, oh, God, no.
Grease
no,
your
I
body
can't
up
look.
and come naked.
They can't look, and then you go up and just go, and stab them, and they die.
You touch their nipples.
Book.
What if
then
you just
you
bring a
get
gun? Is that not allowed to just bring a gun? Like,
It's a sword play club.
I brought a gun to a knife fight. Yeah,
One guy had nunchucks, which was not a sword.
that was a bad choice, too. I feel
you're
like they could really hurt you, but as
Wait,
far as going to kill someone,
are you
Are they
talking
an
about
optimal
the
choice?
ninja guy?
I think you could
Yes.
kill somebody with nunchucks.
I know you could,
Yeah, you
but
get
it's
'em.
not like...
You slap them in the
Quick.
face with it until they're dead. Pow, 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 pow. I've seen it happen before. Happens 1,000 times. And what else are nunchucks for? Chucking nuns? Didn't think so, Aaron. That's not
How
why
many
they're called
nuns
that,
could a
Aaron.
nunchuck nun, and if a nunchuck could chuck nuns?
That ninja guy was fighting a
I could chuck a
Klingon.
nun pretty far.
You got to catch her first.
That is some straight up dad joke ass shit. You guys are fucking losers. But I did like it. That ninja guy was fighting a Klingon who had like a batlet. Did you see that? He had like mini batlets.
Good lord.
He had
There
that
is
fan with the blades on it.
there is an amazing kill sequence in this movie with a guy and an axe and his head.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best scene in the movie.
Was it the axe guy or the big Mongol with his
You're talking
giant
the-
sword?
the
It
big
was
guy with the
big
giant,
guy.
like...
I guess it wasn't an axe.
sword.
It was like a It was like
That is awesome.
that blood that flows out after he cuts the head off. That was really
They
effective.
dumped like a 5-gallon bucket of paint there.
Yeah, it fucking worked though.
You know, but they were smart about how they set up this arena, because there's just a little trap door, and you just, like, sweep the body parts into the door, and it all falls down.
Is that when they were on the boat?
They're on a boat. Is that where the boat was?
Remember, like the
Oh, that might
cop
have
is
been
up.
the-
They're
yeah.
at the pier, and the cop goes up in the crane, and he's looking at
Yeah.
a boat. And
Is that why they lit these places with like torches and shit instead of like turning the lights on?
What's with the things that are just putting out, like, smoke? What the hell's that for?
It's ambiance, fighter ambiance, Aaron.
Fog machines everywhere?
Maybe,
it's called set design.
maybe their aroma, you know?
Oh.
You ever see those people buy those little like those little sticks and they stick them in a jar and it just burns? It's like essence.
Incense?
It's like evanescence
Incense?
all over. Incense. Yeah. What's that do? I feel like that's probably not working, doing anything, right?
It
Can't
smells.
wake up.
You weren't supposed to eat it.
It's not very good. I tried eating it. It was like, I started smoking
No,
it.
my-
It's like, this incense is
One
really
of my
not working.
roommates in college burned those. I had to ask him to stop. It would give me a headache.
Wow. Buzzkill.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, it's bad.
I
What's the
liked-
point?
We got a little bit of it during that clip you showed, Chris, with the sword cam.
Yeah.
But they,
it was
they
good.
also they also had the throwing stars cam.
Oh, that was amazing. Yeah, they were
into the
cool.
guys. Yeah.
See, so there was some effort put into this film.
Very little. Very little.
That-
Right. There was like 3 or 4 of these arena sequences. Like, this is the meat and bones of the movie. It starts out with this sword being stolen, and then it cuts to this guy, the rich guy, having his fighter compete in these arenas with this sword. Meanwhile, Lorenzo Lamas is touching dead man titties and getting psychic visions occasionally. And then it just kind of all ends.
That's why I feel it feels like it's edited, like it's 2 different films that got mushed together. I do like that I don't get fatigue from the arena scenes, like a lot of those movies where it's just slap punching over and over and over and over and over, and then we go to the next fight and next fight, next fight. So it was broken up in a good, it was a good way that they timed it out. There's space between them. There's some time for the movie to breathe a little bit. Unfortunately, it was like holding its breath in between the scenes because it just nothing happens really. But the idea of spacing out to me worked better than just constant arena battles.
But
Yeah.
the movie, besides the very intro, which I'll play here in a moment, the music in the movie feels like it's a fucking 3-track CD that is on loop, and none of the scenes have music that fits or have
They're
purpose.
making love. Then they're having breakfast and they're talking about like, oh, I want to go to the park and maybe we can go look at some teddy bears. And it's like, do, 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 do. It's just the same tone, but it
that
doesn't
sex
fit the
scene.
tone of the scene.
It was totally out of nowhere. It just cuts, and then
I
she's
didn't
jumping
know
his
they were
bones.
lovers because it
I had
didn't
no
make
idea.
it
I
clear.
didn't either. And then they roll around for a little bit, and there's some close-up touching, and then it's the next morning.
That's what
That's how you
happens
make
when
love
you're
to a woman,
older.
Spiv.
You fall asleep.
I
You
wouldn't
try
know.
again the next day.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
I went through that phase 20 years ago.
Yeah, Aaron. I want to move on.
No comment.
I want to talk about this.
They used 50% of their budget for that, and it was totally worth
the
it.
letters go.
I was not looking forward to this movie. I fire this thing off at 11 o'clock. I'm like, God, I don't want to watch this. And that shit
that-
shows up on the screen. I'm all in. It's
Really?
amazing.
That
was,
fired you up. Like they fired up that
Yes.
sword.
Yes.
There was a track that got cut off of Falling into Infinity.
That's what I
Little-
was saying
little
today. Yes, it feels like it's about ready to kick into whatever that song is with. What's that song with the King Jack singer?
Oh,
The Lines in the Sand?
Lines in the Sand.
That's what I thought it was going to kick
Great
into, like
song.
something like that. Yeah. But I like that intro music. The rest of the music in this movie is like tribal drum type stuff, which you hear in so many of these goddamn arena fight movies.
I don't know why they all did that.
And it was like 4 beats that they just looped over and over
Yeah.
and over and over.
With some just something else in the background.
So I do have a hypothetical question here for you, Spiv, once you're done playing with whatever you're playing with on the desk that we constantly hear you doing. Oh, it's fucking Aaron. See, I have the ears like a cat.
What am I? What
don't
am I
have
touching?
Any pens?
I don't know what you're touching. Something down. Probably your fucking new comfy foot thing that you stole from Amazon.com.
You're supposed to go to one of the residents, Aaron.
So, Spiv, hypothetical.
Yeah.
You are standing there, and then a expensive Lincoln Town car or something equivalent comes up, picks you up, and you get in, and there's a older gentleman with a briefcase full of cash, and he opens the cash and he says, "It's all yours." You
Oh,
reach
God.
in. How much money you got to take to perform what the kids refer to as blowing an old man in a car?
Well, if those were hundreds, right? That's
They were
pretty big
hundreds. That was a
stack.
lot of fucking money, right?
That's at least what, 10,000 a stack?
10,000.
Yeah.
She took 10,000.
But there was no negotiation. She knew exactly what to do.
I would try and take like more than one, right? I would just keep taking them until
Yeah.
I was like, you are kind of old.
I thought she was going to take the whole briefcase.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of money. I don't think it's worth that much money. Mm-hmm. So
No, but then she
you're
did
good for 10 grand's what it takes for you.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, you're gonna do that for 10 grand?
And look, Aaron, you're already in the car. You're gonna be up there. You're gonna be the guy in the mirror.
I gotta
watching
just push the.
Spiv.
No, I'm gonna push the button and the little light's gonna go. Things right. I don't have to see that anymore.
You don't have to, but you kind of want to. So you push.
Well, that's what the dash
window
cam's
down
for.
low.
Just turn the
I
dash
feel
cam
like
around.
10 grand. It's not bad. It's like what?
I
10
couldn't do
minutes of your
that.
time. You don't know. 10 grand in your hand.
It'd be weird. It's a lot of money, though.
That's not the only thing in your hand.
It'd be weird, but you can get over it. Think about all that cash.
No, I couldn't do
Spiv
it.
wants to buy a new couch, Aaron. And those things he buys are not cheap. The couches he demands.
I don't think you could buy
It
enough
is-
showers
let
for
me tell you
toothpaste.
guys, it is a nice couch.
Oh my god.
Is it blowing an old man nice? I don't know.
It's roughly the same value, so
Oh no, we want to buy the love seat next. God damn it! I gotta blow another old man.
just let me go to the swordplay club.
Swordplay.
It's right after Cafe Club.
Some of those like fighting clubs, like what is that? They just get more and weirder and ridiculous.
What are we looking at here?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of
Is
fighting
that a real
is.
one?
Yeah, it was in
They
the
have
movie.
spears.
Spears, yeah.
There's like a kabuki player there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You also have. They keep bringing up this gold skull.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure what the purpose
That's
of that was.
Hong.
They used it as a bell.
Isn't
That is him, like
that's
before
him.
he was reincarnated.
Yeah.
His original body. Okay, I
think
wasn't
so.
sure.
Oh, so that's confusing. I thought he was in, because he dies when the Mongol gets killed.
Right. So James Hong is reincarnated. He's Persephone or something like that. I forget what the fuck his actual name was. We see him in the Vaseline smeared history sequences where he's fighting Lorenzo Lamas, who is Alexander the Great.
Parmenion.
He's fighting him, and he's in the audience.
Which, by the way, I never use that kind of cheese. Like, it's just, I feel like it's not actually doing anything.
What? It's like dandruff flakes.
Yeah, it's like the dandruff of cheese. Like, you want some Parmesan cheese on there?
You know what'll really make this scene look good?
In your restaurant. Like, I'd be like, sure, it's basically the same thing, probably. Tastes the same.
It's so bitter.
You take some cottage cheese, you rub it on the lens.
Cottage cheese.
Look at this.
I think it's
what's
fine.
Going on there? It's
fine.
It's so fast. It's so smeared. You can't tell anything.
It's great.
So blue.
One time, sure. After the 12th time of seeing this shit, got a problem with it.
And they intercut it in the final battle.
Yes, that was the worst part of this movie.
And
On the
there's
final battle. There's no
They finally get skinny version of Lorenzo Lamas in the ring.
Zorro Lamas.
Zorro Lamas in the ring.
Lamas.
We get Zorro Lamas is finally in the ring, and we're cutting back to more flashbacks. And he's not even that good of a fighter.
None of the people were actually good fighters. His prize
Not
champion,
that the choreography was bad, though. Like, they actually looked like they were fighting for the most part.
Oh,
they
yeah,
just
no,
were
yeah.
hacks, literally.
I wanted more of like a tournament style for the arena fights.
Yes.
And have Lorenzo work his way up. I mean, we've seen that movie 17 times, but
Yes.
but they're
not
good
with
every time.
swords.
His prize fighter constantly is about to lose and gets lucky every time. Makes it seem like he's not as actually powerful as it seems.
The one
which
time
undermines the whole idea.
The one time he like drops the sword and gets it right at the end, and then it like magically flies into the other guy.
Spiv, he used the force.
Yes.
That was the magic of the sword. I guess that's actually what it does. It doesn't actually do anything. It's just a fucking sword.
Only the true sword can win.
But there's no
invincible.
There's no stakes at the end. There's no like we know James Hong is a bad guy, but like Lorenzo Lamas doesn't really. Like, they have no relationship, so it doesn't feel like it's building to anything climactic. And then James Hong has like a literal seizure on screen, and they're like, let's just fucking end this and roll the fucking credits. Like, I'm not sure if that's what old men look like after you're done with them, Spiv. Or in the process of earning your new couch, or if he's having a seizure. I'm not sure. That's good. That's good, Jim.
I'd like my money now. No, I get the money up front.
I take payment.
Yeah, you might not want to sit in that seat.
Do you think people...
Oh, what's in my back of my hair? It happens. Just saying.
In this modern day and age, do they take more than cash? Like, do they have like the little phone thing and just boop? How's that work now?
If he was hiring like
Important questions.
high class escort for how much he gave her, $10,000. I feel like that is probably dealt with differently than just a normal prostitute on the streets, right? That's probably just cash. This was like, yeah, there's probably some sort of like online payment type system and crap like that. But I don't know. We'll have to wait for the comments next week.
Yeah. Paul. Tell us.
Paul, research this for us.
Yeah. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah, ending's bad. Literally, James Hong just dies or doesn't, kind of walks off.
Is he the bad guy?
You killed me again.
I don't know. Or the museum guy's the bad guy, but he was caught and then he gets taken. It's just dumb. I got nothing else to say about this movie.
Again. Why isn't there more of a connection between these two, though? So supposedly they both fought each other 2,000 years ago, but they have no interaction in the film. They're not even
Lorenzo
on camera
Lamas
at the same
wasn't
time.
actually in the movie, apparently.
This is what I'm talking about, the whole edited together thing. It feels like...
Is James Hong in the first one?
I don't know. We probably could have saved us a lot of trouble if we just watched the fucking first one.
see.
But we're not going to do that.
Well,
We'll watch it a year from now and not remember a goddamn thing about
Yes,
this one, and
that's
we'll have
the
the
way to do
exact
it.
same conversation, okay?
That's
Let's
the
move
way to
on,
do it.
guys. Any last words about Gladiator Cop?
No.
Okay, this is Spiv right now, and a guy driving was Aaron.
You gotta earn your couch somehow.
And that's how Spiv gets his couches. So that's where we're at.
I thought you were gonna narrate the rest of it.
I was thinking about it, but I was like, it's kind of weird. Let's just let life finds a way, Spiv. That's what they say. Aaron, that was a nice transitional thing. He faded across the screen. Wow, look at this. All right, does anybody have any alternate titles?
Alexander the Renegade.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Kickboxer 7, this time with swords.
Sword boxer.
Nice.
And rich guys watching other people get killed,
Okay.
which we've seen a few of.
I think that's just called
I
capitalism.
think we're living that right now.
Oh, things got hot and political.
Hashtag steal the vote.
Hashtag too real. Aaron, do you have any?
Let me make one quick. Lorenzo Lamas's sword. No, wait. Lorenzo Lama oil sword cleaner.
What? Lorenzo Lama red pajama.
You have Lorenzo's oil. You have
All right, I think this is a better show.
you get Lorenzo's llama oil sword cleanser.
He's still going, Steph. You can't even notice. Okay, I have a
damn
few.
you.
The Ninja Turtles, because the one guy was like a Ninja Turtle. Snorro, because he was like Zorro, but it was boring as shit. Alexander the Not So Great.
Oh,
That's a
burn.
thinking man's one, if you get it. I don't know,
Burn.
might not have- yeah. Bored to Death. And King Dumb.
Kingdom. I like that.
King Dumb. Yeah. Any hypotheticals? We kind of already went into the most apt hypothetical about Spiv and his
Fellatio
hypothetical.
X.
fellatio-ness.
Fellaciosis.
Cunnilingus.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd take money for that.
Okay, we are fucking moving on. We have a great game lined up. Here we go. Let's cue the bumper. Jesus Christ.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of compliment, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly pleasant. Shall we play?
Aaron, how come you wrote that bumper song, which is cool, and then haven't written any other ones for me?
I don't know. Time, energy,
You got fucking time for this.
creativity has been sapped out of me completely.
All right, well, this game is going to bring back everything. I don't have an official title yet. I'm still working on a title, but let's call it, Is This an Ass or Is It Not?
Is this a real ass?
Is this
Or is it not an ass?
Or is this love? What's that 80s song?
Is this ass?
Or
What
is-
I'm feeling?
Yeah, there you
Is
go.
this an ass that I've been searching for? Is
I
this
feel like you're
an
looking for your
ass?
ass picture. And you
Oh,
cannot
God
find
damn it. I can't find my ass.
We will point it out to you next time we see you. All right.
Ah.
First one, guys. Here we
Yeah.
go. Since I can't participate, but I will run this game.
Okay. Butt crack.
No.
It's all from the movie, just so you know.
That's
No.
Lorenzo's pecs.
Oh.
Biv. Close.
What?
It's his little crevice between his arm crevice hole and his body. I don't know what it's called.
That's
Armpit?
yeah, armpit.
Yeah, it's his armpit.
Oh man.
Yeah, you want to see the ass again? That's the
Yeah,
ass.
that's totally.
Looks like ass. 'Cause
Totally
you
a
can do that
thing.
whole, yeah. Nope, it's just pit. Aaron, not off to a good start, my friend. Let's see if you can pull this around. Is this ass? Oh my god. You might have to pull your face back and look at it from a distance to get all the detail.
There's no detail. It's just a bunch of brown pixels
There's more detail than you think. Pull
and
back.
a butthole.
And a butthole. That's a good sign. Asses generally have buttholes there.
I don't think
That's his
what's
hair.
This big darkness. Yeah.
That's hair.
Okay, that's not an ass?
No.
It is, in fact, this man's ass on the right.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Look at that sweet ass. And you guys thought it was nothing. You want to see it again?
naked
Look, there's
ones.
the ass. There's
There's too much sameness in the color palette here. You've got brown and black, and that's all you got.
That's a little racist there, Aaron.
Aaron, if you can't determine an ass from 12 pixels, then I just don't know what to tell you. All right.
Damn Cyberpunk on PlayStation 4.
Runs a little bit better than Cyberpunk, though. All right, this one's going to be hard because I feel like it's even less pixels.
Oh my god.
This looks like a planet. This is bad. Bad image. Oh, by the way, if you're a listener and not a viewer of the podcast, I apologize. These are all pictures of ass or not.
It's a great game, Chris.
I think
it's fun.
For the audio.
I think that's
true.
I don't remember
I wanna
any
say
ass
yes.
shots though.
I'm going to say yes. But
I'm
going
gonna
to
say that's chesticle.
It is, in fact, part of this guy's nose.
That's Jodar.
Joe Dar.
Joe Dar. Joe Dirt.
Dumb name.
Which actually, he was actually pretty badass in this movie. He looked the part.
He looked it, but he couldn't hold on to his sword.
He was a terrible fighter.
He was awful fighter.
Well, sometimes you can't hold on to the sword, right, Spiff?
Yeah,
All right,
it's a little
next
slippery.
one. Here we go. On to number 4.
Oh, for God's sakes. That looks like a
minimum
butthole.
resolution for these.
But I think. Where's the CSI crap? Enhance. Enhance. It's like an M&M. It's an M&M in some.
That's museum curator's forehead.
It's like a pimple?
Aaron, you going butthole or no? Ass
No,
or
it's
no?
not a butthole. It's
It's this old man's ass, Aaron. It's straight up his ass.
what?
Spiff is
Museum
obviously
dude.
very familiar with it.
I do not see that at all. How is that even in there?
What do you mean?
I think you zoomed in too much.
You can never zoom in too much when we're talking ass.
We've reached such a new low.
All right, next one. What, you think people won't like, is this ass or not?
That's the best podcast material in the world.
Right here.
What is
like
this? Is
12
the
pixels
sheets?
of
This is their bed sheets.
Ooh,
Spiff?
I'm going to say yes, because she was wearing white underpants.
Oh, was she ever?
Aaron?
I think it's bed sheet.
It is this.
Oh, the muscular lady.
Yes. And nothing else. to say
Tighty
about
nighty.
that. Tighty nighty.
Peximus Maximus.
All right.
Biceptron.
We got 2 more. All right, here's the next one. How far into the ass do you go to get that color?
That's literally inside an anus.
That's inside ass.
This is your colonoscopy.
Yeah, exactly. It's moving. Why is it moving?
It's an optical illusion. It's an
God.
astical illusion.
It's a GIF. What is going? You're playing it back at like.
No, I'm not playing. Is it an ass or not? Answer the question. I want the
don't
truth.
know.
Spiff?
I'm going to say no. It's Lorenzo's handkerchief.
Handkerchief. Oh my God! It won't stop moving. It's her dress. It's her ass. Her dress.
Aaron, very nice. It's her ass in a dress.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I do have an astute ability.
Do you have an associate's degree? All right, last one, guys. This one's hard because I don't even know if you'll see anything.
For the listeners, it is literally
A field of black.
3 shades of gray.
Okay, that's good hit.
There is a little curve to it, though.
There's
I'm
a
gonna
slight
say
curve there.
yes.
It's all.
It's,
There's no detail. How do you see the curve?
Chris, next time just put in like literally like one color in a thing and see if we can figure it out.
You'd be like,
I kind of feel like I gotta adjust my monitor here. What the fuck am I
if
looking
you do
at?
There's
look at it,
definitely-
like if you
there's
tilt
definitely
back
at least
and
2
look.
shades.
Yeah, look back and tilt. You can kind of see some detail.
There's a darker shade in the middle, so I kind of think that's an ass crack.
Okay.
It's a
All right,
crevasse.
Who's going ass?
I'm saying yes.
Yes.
All right. It is this man's ass.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's the curve.
Is it all real? Yes. The curve. You can see the curve.
He's got a good grip on the sword there.
So does
I
Scott.
did too when I was making this game.
Oh, God.
Oh,
This is so dumb. It's great.
I told her to come back, but I don't know where she is anyways. I thought everybody would like that game. You didn't like it?
That was
Is it ass or no?
fantastic.
All right. I'll try something new next week.
Oh, my God.
Let us know if you like is it ass
Look
or
at these
is it
4
not?
pixels. Which one is a butthole?
It wouldn't work. My problem is that there was no real ass in this movie.
No, there wasn't.
So then I was like, oh, crap. We got to use clothes. Because my original thought was just to make it a flesh show. Then, yeah. Because there's all the muscles. I should have put, is this an arm muscle or is this
An ass?
ass? Everything's an ass. All right.
Ah.
Let's move on. You are listening to the Bad Movie Night podcast. Do you have a recommendation? A question? You want to talk about bad movies? Then join us over at our subreddit. Just search for Bad Movie Night on Reddit and join our community. Now, back to the show. All right. Scotty P,
Chrissy R.
would you recommend the Gladiator Cops?
I would think I'd give it a pass. I might check out the first one, though. It might be a little more coherent.
Let me ask you this. What if you took a little bit of the Lorenzo Lamas and you cut him out? And instead, you picked up one Gary Daniels and you threw him in there.
I just want to kick little girl.
I just want to kick little girls.
I don't think it would matter because, Lorenzo was in this
enough.
movie for like 10%. So you could
And
just cut
and
him out entirely.
The
and
last
still
5
have
minutes,
the
we don't
same
even think
movie.
it's him.
It's not him. It can't be.
All I know is that Gary Daniels, it would have been him at the end because he wouldn't
We
have sold
didn't
out for
talk.
Renegade.
God.
We didn't talk about the end.
We did. We said
The super confusing like 3-way shootout thing.
I didn't get that. There's a little sword he had. And he kept showing the sword.
The sniper
That was from
guy
the
gets
that was
shot
from the
and-
boat. That
It's a
was their
letter
party
opener.
gift.
Yeah, it's a letter opener. The ending made no sense. It just kind of goes out on a wet fart,
Everyone gets shot.
like an ass in the wind. Yeah. So yeah, not recommending.
Not recommending.
Okay, Aaron, would you recommend the Gladiator Cop?
I mean, if you're really into arena movies, maybe it was okay. It was better than I thought it was going to be. It's really stupid storyline. I don't understand why we're dealing with Alexander the Great and his sword, and it does, like we said before, no special powers really. What is the point? I don't know. Kind of want to see the first one though.
Doesn't the cover have like electricity or lightning flying off?
That's
the
what I
sword?
wanted to see. Like,
And they talking about reincarnation and magic swords.
oh god, see that'd be cool. He stabs them and then they come up like zombies and attack the next guy.
Or it could have just like ripped off Highlander and like the sword grants powers and more you kill or something.
I kind of thought they were going that way, but I want to see the first one. I don't think I'd recommend this one.
Yeah, no, disappointed.
Paul says the first one is just as bad.
Yeah, disappointed. It had if you showed me that clip that we showed you earlier of the two fighters coming out and the guy doing wah yeah bah, bah, like I'm like, oh, I really want to see this movie. But unfortunately, those scenes are few and far between, and even when they come, it's like, why are we doing this? It doesn't feel like it's
For the
necessary.
$10,000.
$10,000. Yeah, I did not enjoy this. I was disappointed in the Gladiator Cop. Okay. It's time to move on, though, and answer some emails. So here we go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out the 1995 horror-ish thriller something Sleep Stalker.
Sleep Stalker.
We have some listener comments. Kit Radu I don't know if that's how you say it. That's J.D. Buffington?
That's Dr. J.D. Borfington.
Yeah, Dr. J.D. Borfington.
He is informing us on the official toe names.
Oh, fair enough.
The toes are big toe,
Gotcha.
index toe,
Which
middle
one's that
toe,
next one?
ring toe, and the we can't do anything about it if it's broken, and trust me, you've broken it a million times toe.
Really? I dropped weights on my toe.
I call it a pinky toe. But
Wait, are you talking about the little toe?
Yeah. There's nothing you
Yes.
could do with that thing.
That's a pinky toe.
I've only ever broken my ring toe.
I've never broken a toe that I'm aware of.
I slammed it into a door when I was like 10.
Did you walk it off? Get back out on the field and play
It
ball?
hurt, man, and it's like fused together. That joint no longer is a joint.
Dude.
It's pretty epic. He also says Santa Claus Conquers the Martians is free on Tubi.
That's so
What?
old, isn't it?
I've seen
That's
bits
like
of it.
50s
I think
or
it's
60s.
I think it's too bad for us.
Yeah, it's
We
not
just
up to
watched
standards
Gladiator
of
Cop.
Gladiator
Come on
Cop.
Yeah.
Can I do? Is it an ass or not an ass
from
to that movie? I
1964.
don't know.
Yeah, it looks pretty epic.
Heading over to our YouTubes. Movie Vigilante says, guys, that's not an espresso machine. It's an old coffee urn used for making
Oh.
large quantities of coffee. And I don't even drink coffee.
But it does look very steampunkish. Is that where steampunk was invented, from coffee makers? Old coffee urns like that?
No, you're just combining
Throw some
like
gears on
industrial
there.
age stuff with modern
The thing about that
technology.
thing is, like, how do you
Future
clean
technology.
something like that?
The coffee urn.
You don't.
You
Because I'm
get
having a
a,
lot of
the
problems with
urn.
my dishwasher getting
you
clean.
get a little person, and you put them in there with a scrub
Put a
brush.
person in, put a baby in there and scrub it around.
Well, that works too.
Because coffee like leaves a film on stuff.
So
that
does
you actually
tea.
you have to like literally wipe it off. You can't spray it half the time.
You could try baking soda.
Baking soda and vinegar.
No, just baking soda and water. It gives it a little grit,
Spit.
and then it washes out.
All
man.
right, cleaning tips from Dr. Spiv.
Yeah, I
Dr.
mean,
Stiglio.
as a regular tea drinker, I know how.
You
to
don't drink
clean
coffee?
Stains. No, I hate
Pip
coffee.
pip cheerio. What kind of tea? What kind of tea are you drinking?
Earl Grey. Hot.
Black.
Black
like
tea.
Earl Grey. Earl Grey's
I like
good.
You
Earl
put
Grey
sugar
too, yeah.
in it or no sugar?
No, no sugar.
Really?
Yeah,
Black tea, no sugar.
I get loose leaf. There's different types of black tea. Did you know that Chinese tea and Indian tea are actually different plants?
No.
Was not aware.
Yeah.
This is.
On next week's episode of Tea Time.
And you guys complain about is
This
this
is-
ass or is it not? And this is what we're doing.
We can have tea and crumpets for milk and snack.
Hey, I'm all about that. We'll have some biscuits to go with it.
Just
And
Daggers
not
says.
those. Yeah.
No,
I was gonna say not,
continue,
not the
Aaron.
cornbread kind.
Yeah, continue. I'm all
Aaron,
about.
let's hear.
I was
let's
gonna
hear
say not the cornbread kind. I meant like cookies, which
Yeah,
for some reason
British
are biscuits.
Yeah,
Goddamn cookie.
Did you know that guy on the Brave
cornbread would
British
be
show,
a cake.
Paul Hollywood, had like an affair with one of the other hosts of like another show? Yeah.
With Mary Robin.
No.
No.
Mary,
yeah,
Mary
that's why she's
Berry?
not on the
That's
show
her name,
anymore.
Yeah, she
What?
knows.
No, I think it's. I don't want to. I might
They
be
didn't need
speaking
any
out of turn.
yeast for the rising.
I watched this show with my kids about making gingerbread houses, some competition show, and I think it was her, the host of that show.
Oh,
Controversial take, I know.
all Hollywood.
All Hollywood, apparently dirtbag.
He needs some sleep. He needs some sofas.
Piece of surface.
Just Daggers says Blood Surf is the shit.
That's
I
the
think that
alligator
was
movie.
in the history.
I do want to
hole.
check that one out.
It's like an awesome title.
Is a good title.
And Kaz Muniz says, this really took me back. I had this and the Rumpelstiltskin horror movie on VHS as a kid.
Ooh, we should watch Rumpelstiltskin. That's a good. I never seen it, and I know exactly.
Did you ever
what
see the
cover looks
sequel?
Like. Rumpelstiltskin 2: Revenge of the Stiltskins.
No. That was the third one.
What's the second one called?
Don't you just
Crumpled
like,
foreskin.
Just waiting for something stupid. Fuck. Crumpled foreskin. Thank you, Aaron. Now you don't need to do alternate titles for that episode.
Done. I won't forget.
He also recommends a Nicolas Cage and Tony Jaa kick punch fighting aliens to save the world movie
Ooh, that sounds good.
From what year?
called. It's a new one, so I'm assuming it's
We haven't
2019.
done a new movie in a
2020.
while.
It's called Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, I think I've seen the cover for this. Okay.
Oh,
cool.
man.
You think, yeah. So there's that.
Okay.
That looks
Anything
pretty
else,
cool.
Biv?
That's all we got for listener feedback for Sleep Stalker.
Okay, Paul says Rumpelstiltskin is worth checking out. So
It's a good time.
I
Tea
love
Talk is
good
fine
times.
too. Thank you, Paul.
no, Tea Talk is not fine.
Tea
We wanna
Talk
talk about
is
coffee?
happening.
Tea
our
Talk is not
new-
happening, Spiff.
It's our new thing. People don't like the game. We're doing
Really?
Tea Talk.
Did ass or no ass ruin the game? Is what you're telling me? Is this ass or is this love? It ruined the game?
Guys, we gotta watch this jujitsu movie. I'm looking at the pictures, and most of them are just of like campers and stuff in the background.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
What
I
the
would give it
hell?
a shot. We did watch that other one with Nicolas Cage and Hayden Christensen.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
This
so
looks
bad.
fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we know what we're doing next week, though. It's our annual
Well, we
tradition,
have
and I
to,
guess
yes.
it's the last one. Although they did make a remake, I think, of Silent Night, Deadly Night, didn't they?
Did they?
Did they? Or
Really?
there was like a short
Uh-huh.
film? Let me look it up real quick. Silent Night, Deadly Night remake. Look that up.
Silent
think it was
Deadly
just a
Night
short film.
TV episode.
Yeah. I don't know.
Deadly
We'll
Night
go
5,
look
the
into it. We at least have this year
Toymaker.
figured out. Maybe next year is when we launch into the Witchcraft series
For the first half of the year?
for the first half of the year every week.
Well, you're
All right.
saying what, once a month? I think we could do it.
Yeah, we can probably do that.
I
Witchcraft
won't be able to fit them all
Wednesday.
in.
Witchcraft Wednesday, where we record it on Monday and release it on a Thursday. But it makes sense anyways. I like it. All right, let's move on. No, that's going to do it for Gladiator Cop. But next week is our annual Christmas tradition here. Well, holiday tradition. No, it's a Christmas movie,
It's a
right?
Christmas movie, yeah.
Okay. Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 5, The Toy
pumped.
Maker. So let's go check out that trailer.
With special effects by Screaming Mad George Inc. of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, comes the most incredible night yet. Mickey Rooney stars in Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker.
Calling it now, best of the series, man.
That looks...
Mickey Rooney?
Mickey
It's got
Rooney
Screaming Mad
and
George,
Screaming
though.
Mad George. It's gonna be perfect.
A match made in hell.
Obviously, quite a departure from where the series began. No more Punish and no more Garbage Day. Last
They
one
can't bring
was...
him back so many times.
The fourth one was also different, because that was the one about the cults and the bugs and
Yeah,
stuff.
well, that one
I like
they-
that
the
one.
one with the
they
brain
put the
guy.
Silent Night type
The guy
one.
with the brain in the jar.
That was
Yeah.
the third
The
one.
third
But that's
one.
still... The third one still continued from the original storylines.
Yeah, the fourth one went just completely separate, right? That
And
the
I like the
witches.
fourth
Okay.
one. I'm looking forward to this. This looks
I'm
nuts.
infested.
Yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night 5. It's free on Tubi.
Very
No reason
nice.
not to check it out. Paul does say that he wants us to check out Race with the Devil 1975. It's the thing he wants most for the podcast next year. So that is something we will have to
Race to
provide.
what? With the devil.
Race with the Devil 1975. So, Silent Night, Deadly Night 5 is what we're doing next week. It is available on Tubi. Check it out. No reason not to. That's going to do it for this week's episode, though, on... Fuck, what the hell is this movie? Gladiator Cop. Jesus Christ. That's going to do it for this week's episode on Gladiator Cop.
Cop.
Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go to itunes.com and sign up for that. Give them your credit card information because they require you to have that on file in
And if
case
they
you
won't accept
ever
it, just give it to Chris.
feel the need to purchase something on iTunes, which I don't know why you would. I guess if you like Apple products. Well, I don't have an Apple product, so I'm like, why am I giving you my credit card information to leave an iTunes review? This is ridiculous. But anyways, do that. Leave a review on our show, Bad Movie Night. And yeah, if you really like the show, go to patreon.com/Bad Movie Night Show and sign up. It's $1 or $2 a month. You get access to the 100+ back episodes. You get to be on the pre-show exclusive.
You get to learn all about Chris's mattress.
Show. We have
That's the
Tea Time
mattress
Tuesdays.
lawnmower.
The mattress has concluded. That whole storyline is played out. We've moved on to different storylines. There's so much happening. Things are going to be happening and changing this upcoming year. We'll see where it leads us. We don't, however, have Todd and Rebecca here as regulars. We're going to try and figure out what to do next. And we need your support. So patreon.com/Bad Movie Night Show. I think things got depressing now. Anyways, Silent Night, Deadly Night 5. Check it out next week. That's what we're doing. We'll catch you here next time, guys. Goodbye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.